Hey, Richie from RW Hobbies, welcome back. In this video, we can compare Takom's Israeli Apache to Meng's Israeli Apache. Okay, comparison time. So we've got the Takom one on the left, Meng on the right. And I'm just going to go for a few things. Now, firstly, I'll point out that both kits are fantastic. If you want to build one of these Apaches, whichever one you go, you're going to have a great build. Now, for me, one definitely has an advantage for what I like to do in my modeling and what I want to do. There's definitely a clear winner for me. Now, everybody's different in what they like in this hobby. So, what I like and what you like may be different. So I'm going to go through a few key areas here and kind of show you the difference between both. So first off, let's start with the instructions. Okay, here are Takom's instructions. Black and white, as you can see here, very detailed. Now, I haven't built this one, obviously, but people have built it. There's some issues on here. It's very hard to follow, understand some of these drawings. It's really ambiguous where parts go. So, I mean, now there's some great build videos online. People like Nigel's Model Bench, I think, has like a 15-part build series. So if you are building this one, there's some help. I think around the rotors and stuff too, I've heard. It's just really difficult knowing where parts go and where parts fit. It's just, yeah. So black and white instructions, and that's what we pretty much got. Now, stencil markings are back again, black and white on a small piece of paper. And yeah, there we go. So that's the Takom ones. Let me show you Meng's. So here's Meng's instruction book. Now, obviously a little bit smaller than Takom's, but right off the bat, it's clear color. Shows you a real easy step-by-step guide. Now, this one might be a little bit more of a simpler build, less parts possibly, but it just goes through. Again, you can see there versus the Takom. Again, I'm going to pick a different part, but you can just see, as a modeler and a build experience, it's much easier. I love the Meng instructions, much easier to follow than the Takom ones right here. As we go through, another thing we talk about too, this has mask set. The Takom one doesn't. So that's another $10, $15 you want to add on top. The mask set in the Meng, it's all pre-cut, ready to stick, and instructions right here. Takom doesn't have this. Now, I did go out and buy a mask set. I think the cheapest one I found was DM Models, has one. He's actually a subscriber to the channel, so hey, if you're watching, and you can buy a set for Takom, no problem at all. But again, it's extra money, whereas the main one comes with this inside the box. On top of the Meng, I'm going to rest on top here, color callouts. You saw the back of the Takom book, it was just like simple, black and white drawings. Here you have this massive pullout. Stencil markings, all the colors, real easy to follow, nice. Now, I did mention it in my video last week, it's the same on both sides. Printed both, same squadron, the same markings, the same pictures on both sides. There might be an error on my one, might be a misprint, but nevertheless, you've got a really nice, not quite one-to-one scale the model. I don't think it's a 35th scale. See there, it's probably about, I don't know, probably like 48th scale or something, but it's pretty close, but really easy to follow instructions. So for me, no brainer, Meng instructions are way better. Now, decals. Now, this is an interesting subject because these are Takom decals. I don't see anything wrong with these. Now, people complained a lot about the early models, the releases, the American ones and the international ones had really bad decals, so bad people ruined people's models. You have to wait for aftermarket, which you can get now through, which I also have through. So I'm turning around fishing for the box here. It's Decal provide them. So I mean, again, you can buy not many there, but you can buy a nice set to make up for it. However, looking at these decals, they don't seem all that bad to me. I mean, it's not very matte kind of feel and stuff to it. I mean, compared to the Meng ones, but these generally this decal sheet doesn't seem terrible to me. So I'm wondering maybe if this one's okay and it's the early versions had a problem. But still, it's very matte. But I don't see a huge issue just from looking at it. The Meng ones, well, again, I'm going to have to get the points to Meng for this one. It's Cartograph. You can't get much better than Cartograph. And it's a beautiful decal sheet, all laid out there with the stencils. No problem at all. So again, preferring the Meng decal side of things. Photo etch. Now, photo etch for Meng is just this fret right here. Again, Meng's on this side, Takom's all over this side. So Meng, just a couple of pieces. Photo etch, for me, excellent. I hate photo etch. So for me, it's the big bonus. If you want to go look on the Takom one, we've got all of that nonsense. We've got that. Actually, I found another thing of decals too. This is for Takom. So we have all of these for Takom, and this for Meng. So that slice of heaven there or nightmare is, yeah, definitely steering me again towards Meng. So I think you're going to get an idea of which my favorite is here. If you're into photo etch, I know you tiny little details, and I know maybe like building ships, that kind of stuff, Takom might be the way to go for you. But again, the detail here, you see the beautiful grills, photo etch. I mean, don't get me wrong, great. I'm not sure exactly what these are, maybe like fins for Hellfire missiles or something. But again, grills, tons of photo etch parts and stuff, a lot of detail, which for you might be good or it might be bad. For me, definitely just less the better. So Meng, Takom. All right, next up, clear parts. Now, I don't want to take all these out of the bags necessarily, but the main thing to call out here is they both look fine. But here, this is a Takom kit. You have a central piece, and then you have a side piece, and then you have two to go on that side. So you got a lot of parts to glue on for this canopy set. Meng, that's one piece. So you have one piece side, top, and you just have the two windows at the side which can be open or closed. So less gluing. The rivet detail is a little bit more pronounced on Meng. I'm not sure which is better or not. I mean, 6 of one, half dozen the other. But the clear part sheet for me, less gluing is better. So again, Meng for me. This one again, Takom. You've got a central piece and 4 pieces, 2 on each side to glue on. All right, let's talk about detail. In particular, let's look at the avionics bays. So taking it from the Takom side, this is your avionics bays. And here is your Meng. So let me take out the bag so you can see a little bit better here. So this one and this one are identical, as you can see here. Meng definitely has more detail. The wire is more pronounced. Now, with this one, I mean, you could probably add your own wiring and make it, and we're missing wiring in some parts. So if you want, again, if you're interested in heavy detail and you want to wire this up and stuff, Takom. This is Meng, where it's all ready wired, ready to paint, ready to go. Again, makes things a little bit easier for the build experience. Sprues themselves, Meng, slightly smaller sprues. I like Meng plastic. It's nice. Darker gray, clearly has the sprue on top A, whereas this is slightly, well, it's probably the same kind of plastic. Takom has C on top, so again, it's pretty easy to identify. So nothing really there. And layout, both decent sprues, zero crisp, both crisp, zero flash on any of this stuff. Right, then fuselage / plastic detail. So first up, Takom. Very nice fine detail. Again, raised rivets, just like the Meng one. And I'm going to bring Meng in. Takom's on top, Meng's the lower one. Now, it's definitely a lot heavier on the Meng one, but that might be better in terms of seeing the detail and stuff. I don't know. It's fine, but it's not much in it. Again, you know, the size and the shape is almost identical as it should be. You know, a few little differences here, you know, where they're adding different parts. Again, Takom, Meng's on the lower side. But yeah, not much in that really. It looks very similar. And identical length and all that kind of stuff. So not like one's completely different misshapen or anything. But yeah, not really much to call there. But definitely a little finer on Takom kit. And I think you'll find the Takom kit too. Again, the Meng, you're going to have more grills and stuff in plastic, where you got all the photo etch grills on the Takom one. So there we go. And that is it. That's my quick down and dirty comparison between these two models. So there we go. These two beautiful kits. Now, you can't go wrong with either one. You know, both amazing. But for me, it's clear winner, Meng. Better value, because you got the mask set, the cartograph decals. So, you know, you're saving $10, $15 on a mask set. You're saving $35 on Isra decal set. So it's $50 right there. Priced about the same, I think, retail value. But Meng, the easier to build, instructions are beautiful. The clear parts, less gluing, clear parts do. Less photo etch, which is a huge bonus. And also, as I mentioned last week when I did a review of this one, the Meng, you can actually fold the blades out the box. If you just need to go, you have the parts, you just have to go to Sprue Brothers and get the instructions for the American version, the D version, and pages 46, 47, and 48 tell you how to do that. So you can do that one. This one, you can probably fold the blades. You're gonna have to look online to find a way to do it. The rack, kind of stowage rack thing it kind of rests on, isn't included, I don't think, in this set, in the Takom one, but you can go ahead and check it out. But I know with Meng for sure, you can fold the blades. So there we go, just a quick down and dirty. Again, I'm not an expert on Apaches. I don't know accuracy-wise if one's better than the other. I just know modeling-wise, for me, Meng just seems like a real more enjoyable build for me. But it depends what you're into. If you're into tiny details and you photo etch, you might want to go Takom. But thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. It really helps my channel out as I get close to 10,000 subscribers. And I'll see you next week.